Hello, thank you for listening to the Skate Fillet podcast. Today is episode 98. I'm Grant Fierro, and by my side, as always, is Michael Medina. Say hi, Mike.
Hey, what's cracking?
Mike's got some new wireless headphones that
I
he's
know. I feel like I got these gnarly dreadlocks or something.
If it doesn't feel weird. It goes behind
Yeah.
your neck. Yeah, I could see why that
Yeah.
feels weird.
Yeah, I feel like I got dreads. Do they go in front? Maybe I don't know, dude.
Maybe that'll.
I just wear them like
You're
a sweet
still.
necklace.
You sound good, but just make sure you speak up because it's a little quiet, but the quality's good.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Quality is on point.
So you just watched Corey Millet's drought part. So we're gonna go and start out with that, and then we'll go through the topic list from there.
Dude,
So
that was the shit.
yeah, you just watched it, so I'll let you talk.
That's probably my favorite thing of the week, honestly.
Really?
They used that 213 song with the Nate Dogg chorus. Nobody does it, but dude, that song is
That's good.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
really
I don't
like the
know.
way it went with the skating.
Yeah, and his switch stance shit is excellent. Very high quality.
The switch frontside flip off that ledge into the bank, like that ditch type spot, super gnarly.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't know, but like, the fact that he gets boards from Mafia and wheels from Spitfire, like, yep, winner. It sounds good, dude. I want more.
Sounds like
What's
Medina.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got a fan, dude. Corey Millet, yeah, definitely a new fan for sure.
That's sick.
Hell
So
yeah.
I wrote down a few standout tricks from his part. The backsmith heel flip opening trick on the table was super crazy and done very proper. Varial flip the bump over can. I've just been getting more in varials, so I really liked it. Heel flip over that fence spot was really sick. Bump over fence. And then tailside front heel on the it's like you gap over sand onto the ledge and then you have to gap out over some sand. On the ledge at USC was sick. Tailside front heel. And then nollie heel back 50 down the rail was super crazy.
Yeah, that was tight.
That's not a trick. Like, that's a
That's
crazy
tight.
trick on a ledge. You don't see that trick often at all.
How long has he been getting boards from Mafia?
A good while.
A
I
good
mean,
while.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
it
time, but
seemed like it.
ever since I first heard of him, he's been
He
getting them.
definitely had the not generic, the stock Mafia kit on for sure.
He was in
It
a.
was lit.
He had some clips in the Mafia video that came out last summer.
Sick.
Yeah.
With the one with Alexis?
Yeah, when Alexis had last part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually been meaning to rewatch that, so I'm even more excited to do so now.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I don't
that part was released on Thrasher. It's from that like a local LA video called Drought. I was kind of surprised when I saw that his part was on Thrasher because the Barracks had been posting a couple other parts from that video.
Dude, I thought the same
And
thing.
then
I
yeah,
thought,
randomly his was on Thrasher. And it premiered at
wow.
the Barracks.
I thought the same thing. I
Right
was like,
on.
good for Tom Rohr, man, getting those Barracks connections to have all these video parts playing on the platform for him. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
what
yeah,
was I gonna say?
go ahead.
It's gnarly, like the fact that they list the group of skaters. Like I just noticed it today that they list who's actually in the video or whatever.
Zion's in it, your dude.
Zion, bitch, I'm waiting for Zion. Where the fuck is Zion, dude?
Holding on to it, probably.
Who had the ender in it? Corey Millet or this guy or whatever?
I have no idea.
Am I saying his last name right? Millet.
I always say Millet, but I could be wrong.
Millet is sick. I think that should be
Dude
it.
drinks one beer.
Dude drinks one beer. You love that.
That's such a funny username.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites for sure. Dude, there's a few good ones that follow me too. I like there's this one that always likes my pictures called Vegan Scumbag. I like that one. And obviously there's the classic Jizz Twinkies.
That's just not even. That's insane.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So that part was definitely. I was hyped on it. Honestly, I didn't. I've just seen him mostly skate like just Insta clips, like at skate parks and whatever a lot, and then plus those few clips in the Mafia video. But I hadn't seen like a full part in him in the streets this much yet.
Dude,
he does a really sick backsmith too on the King Rail. So
yeah, and a
it was
really
real
good switch
watch.
heel.
Yeah.
Like just in general, like his switch heels are very, very proper. I don't know. He's one of
Uh,
those dudes that you know what really was like a good, like not like a good thing, but like a thing that I randomly noticed that people may not have is
uh-huh.
there's a random part in it where he's turning a corner and his switch push is very proper.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't notice that. I don't remember it at least.
Exactly. No, it's because dude, like turning switch around corners, let alone like to use it as like the strong foot to get around, you know?
Yeah.
Like that shit's not easy, dude. And then he goes on to like fucking switch heel flip over this little kid's bench.
Oh,
Like,
I know that line what you're talking about now. Yeah, I thought it was
yeah,
cool how
dude.
I like that switch heel over that bench because I feel like I mean we always see stuff over schoolyard benches, which isn't bad at all. I like
That's
that
just like
footage. I
some
like
shit that
schoolyard
they
footage and I
found
like
there.
skating it. Yeah, but I thought it was cool how it was like a little like with the backrest and everything for like a real little kid
Hmm.
to sit on.
Yeah, you could tell that they just found that shit and they were like, "All right, fuck it, switch heel flip over this thing, Corey." He said,
Mhm.
"All right, man." After one beer.
Uh, um, yeah. So Tom Rar's part. Whoa, we talked about that one last week, correct?
Yeah, that's Tom. Tom
Drop
was last week. Tom with the tray
Okay.
flips, dude, snapping.
Oh, and that big laser that we talked
Yeah,
about.
fire.
All right, so we'll move
This
on.
drought video, dude. Let's just stay on the drought video. Isn't there another homie? Greenwood, dude. What the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, Nate Greenwood. Okay, I was trying to figure out which drought part we hadn't talked about yet.
Whoa.
Nate Greenwood.
Yo, Nate Greenwood's gonna be here to stay, man.
He's been on our topic list like 4 weeks in a row.
Ooh, Nate Greenwood's the truth. I'll tell you right now, man. His bag of tricks is deep as fuck. Like, yeah, I don't know what's coming next. Do you?
No, I agree.
I have no
Tons of
idea what's
tricks.
coming next, dude. Tons of tricks, dude. And they all look very proper. He can skate nollie, he skates switch, he skates over shit. I mean, we haven't seen him like get gnarly in a bully or anything, but that's fine. We don't need that. We got Raven.
I'll
We
list.
got fucking Willie. We're good, dude.
Yeah, honestly, coming from so he had his bang in, and then he had his SOVRN part,
Hmm.
and then he had the off the grid, which is like 4 minutes
So
long
that's
now.
literally a month of coverage on Skate
Yeah, this
Fillet.
is probably the past 4 or 5 weeks, and then now he's dropped this part, and according to Mikey, he has a Thrasher part coming soon.
Oh yeah.
So he's just getting the footage out.
Do you know what I randomly noticed is that he had the a few of the same kits on, so like as the SOVRN part.
Oh really?
Yep.
I'll read a couple of standout tricks again. Some notes I took from watching his part. Front shove nose manny nollie heel on a rock manual pad was really sick.
Yeah.
I always like when people skate rocks.
Yeah. I think we
So,
everyone. I think we all do.
yeah. Kickflip front nose grind on a bench in a line. I just always think that trick looks great. And it's
Hmm.
kickflip frontside grinds are weird in general, and kickflip front nose grind's a good looking one.
I like the way
Uh,
Wes does that trick.
hmm He big flipped that street gap. That Jake Donnelly also big flipped in the
With
winter
the
days.
green face.
The green face.
Yeah, with like the green art piece, like in.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
has like the little bump before, right? And then over the
Yeah,
street.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's like a woman of like it's like green and black paint
Yeah,
behind it.
yeah.
That always
So those are
sticks out
just
to me.
yeah. It's cool to see that in the background.
I love seeing shit like that in the background. It's
Yeah,
cool.
cool street art and stuff.
Let
Adds to
alone
it to it.
very cool spot. Let alone like downhill
And
looks
it looks
cool in
nice, yeah.
general. Yeah.
So those are just a few tricks I wrote down. Like we already discussed, he's been killing it with the coverage. So look forward to seeing more from Nate Greenwood because it's a very entertaining skateboarder to watch.
I think that's how he's young too, right?
Yeah, probably young 20s.
Wasn't
I
Mikey?
guess.
I'm pretty sure Mikey was saying he was pretty young. That dude, that SOVRN team is definitely. Mikey was talking about how they were going to be making some big moves and adding some dudes and all that stuff. And it seems
Well,
like
we could just get right into that.
yeah, I was going to say it seems like we've done that, huh?
Jack Fardell was announced this week as
You called it.
yeah, yeah. Announced.
You said it like pretty much right after Mikey got off the show too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Grant wins.
Um,
Grant wins.
But anyway, yeah. So
Mikey, send him aboard.
announced on the team and announced as a pro because he was previously on Enjoy but wasn't pro for Enjoy. I think a lot of people became familiar with Jack from Away Days, which was just last year, and then he had his in transition part very recently on the Barracks, and then he had some footage released for this Welcome to SOVRN.
What'd you think?
So I think about the footage. I think the bank to rail spot where the rails end and there's a new one, and then you know what I'm talking about, and he just grinds through it is incredible.
Yeah, like the
That
ding 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 ding.
Yep, exactly. I
Yeah.
don't think I didn't write down notes on this part. Should have, but that's like the main thing from off the top of my head that comes into my mind because I love the way that it looked and sounded, and that spot's cool. We've seen
Yeah, hell yeah.
plenty of people skate it before. Like Dennis Smith threw one of them in away days. I think Jack Fardell's super fun to watch because again, he's someone that can skate tons of different spots. Whether he's
Yeah,
clearly really good at tranny, can
a lot
skate
of bull
crazy
footage.
ditches.
He was at
Um,
Ardo's house, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So I think he's fun to watch because of that reason that he can skate a ton of different things.
I mean, it was tight. It was tight. If you're into like that, like I don't mean to hate. I don't know. I don't mean to sound like I don't know. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. It's
Yeah,
the
I
first
enjoyed it.
footage.
To be completely honest, I'm not going to go back and watch it again, but I enjoyed
No,
watching it, and I respect.
no. I'd tell you right now, I'd rather watch some Nate Greenwood footage, right? For sure.
Well,
No
yeah, I
doubt in
mean,
my
everyone
mind.
has their own preferences, right?
Totally, yeah. And that's his first footy since away days, right?
Well, in transition, but yeah.
Oh no, in transition. You're totally right.
But if
Okay.
see, if I'm going to watch a Jack Fardell part, I'm going to watch Away Days.
What'd you think about that song, dude? It was like fucking campfire ritual music or something.
So you were hyped on it?
The song, fuck no, was not a fan of that at all.
I can't really
But
picture it
that
right now,
doesn't
but I
mean
remember watching the part and thinking about it, and I was like, it's kind of
that
interesting
doesn't
choice.
necessarily mean that I won't like the part though. There's a ton of parts that I like that have songs I don't really care for.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like that's not really a make or break thing for me. Sometimes it is for sure. Don't get
Yeah,
me
it can
wrong.
be. I think it can be. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think even if there's a song that I'm not hyped on, or I maybe don't even think that it fits the part very well, I still just try to watch the skateboarding to at least
What about
get
it
that
ain't
out of
safe on the block, not even for the cops.
it. Man, we all know that's a great video
We all know that's a great song too.
part. Dude, or his first part, Outcast and then Future and the mix
Jody
in between.
Flacco. Jordy Flacco.
Dude, yo, Miles gets some good songs in his parts.
He does, dude. He does. They
Or
all
like
go.
they always fit great with his
Yep.
skate.
I was just gonna say they all go so perfect with what he's about to do.
Nick Tucker's raw footage from Push was released.
Sick.
Yeah,
Very cool. I mean, obviously we all watched it just to watch the courthouse stuff. Let's be honest. Not saying that the rest of the part wasn't sick, because all that Barcelona footage is so
yeah,
cool.
I like the Barcy stuff a lot.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And
Um,
but I mean, let's be honest, we definitely came to see the tray flip nose bannies, man. That trick is
I
fucked
would
up.
love to be there at the courthouse. Like, I would love to see Nick trying that in person because I don't know if, I mean, if he did it to nose manny and got two separate tricks out, I would imagine that once he's warmed up, tray flipping up it is, I guess,
His
kind of just
pop,
there. But I would
yeah,
love
his
to see
pop is
because
stupid.
I honestly can't even imagine like seeing someone tray flip up that thing in person. So I'd love to see that.
Like just a tray flip.
Dude, flipping your board up, it's insane.
I know.
Insane. That thing is not low. Flip tricks up, it is really nuts.
What's he probably like your height, you'd say?
Nick? Yeah, probably. He's tall,
Yeah, he's a tall dude.
lanky.
Just
But
like you,
definitely
dude. That's why you guys got that stupid pop, bro.
Dude, yeah, the tray flip's crazy. I really liked watching him battle for that nollie heel over the fence because that's one of the tricks I pointed out that I enjoyed from his part a lot.
Got a very good nollie heel.
As well as the bigger flip on that bump gap. It's cool to see him not take the first one he landed and battle for the proper one. Because the first one, he honestly could have taken it. It wasn't the one he did. Ended
Shit,
up
I
working a
would
lot
have.
better. Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It really wasn't sketchy. I don't think he rolled away with as much speed. He cleaned it up, and the one he got was so good.
I
So
think
it's a
that
proper bigger flip. I think I
we're
said
going to
big
be
flip. You said
seeing
bigger.
a ton of footage from Barcelona this year, I think.
Tell you one thing, you're gonna see a lot of Skate Mafia footage out there. They're there for a while.
And Pizza just dropped that whole Barcy video too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point.
I'm just saying,
Good
man.
point.
Speaking of pizza, they
Oh,
might
yeah.
have a
Go
new
ahead.
one. They might have the man. What do you think about that?
We'll say his name. This is your topic.
Oh,
I didn't
Paul Hart?
notice it. Yeah.
Dude, Paul Hart riding pizza boards on Instagram stories, man. Clearly showing it off too.
Yeah, he posted the
Clearly
story.
showing it off. He flipped the
Dean
board
told me to
over.
check it out. It
Whoop,
was,
whoop.
oh, was it a boomerang or was the board just, I don't know.
It
Whatever.
was
His
a
Instagram
boomerang of him
story.
flipping it over, so it looked fucking
Yeah.
fire. Like the
So
loop was cool.
it was pretty cool. It was obviously, the logo was out.
I'll tell you right
out.
now, I've
But
ridden a pizza board before. They're excellent. They're great boards. So I mean, he could just like it.
yeah, I think
They
it's
could have
possible.
sent it to him. He could have asked for it. I'm just
I
waiting
could
to
see
see
him on
more.
the team though.
Me too. Me too.
I could
All
see
I'm
him on the
saying
team
is
for
if that
sure.
happens, I will be fucking happy, dude, because I'm a big fan of his, and I feel like he doesn't get enough love or doesn't get enough coverage, or doesn't get
I
enough
think
something,
it's.
man.
I think he was getting coverage a good amount, but since the cliche fall off, we really haven't seen much publicly other than he was at Tampa. And I think whenever he gets on a board company, we'll start to see more again because it was really interesting timing with the whole cliche thing with Paul Hart because he was only pro for a couple months, maybe.
Right.
They gave him his board, and very
Do you
soon
remember
after,
that pro part?
yeah, wow,
Whoa.
Whoa, dude, he kills rails. But very soon after the announcement, cliche went under. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like that's not something that I can remember happening
Let's
in the
not
past.
forget
At least
Puma
that
not
quick.
trying to pay him either.
Yeah, Puma, the whole Puma thing, and then he ended up going over to Globe.
Yeah, I was gonna say he ended up finding a home, but let's not forget that he did put in work for free for quite a while.
Indeed, but
got two covers. They got two fucking covers, dude. They don't want to pay him. That's crazy.
I mean, I think they only paid 2 people.
I realize that, but still.
But yeah, no, I agree.
What was it? Bucky was the other one?
Yeah, Bucky.
I think he's still off. I don't mean to like stray away from what we're talking about, but I still can't get over what the fuck he was spraying on that rail in that transition video.
Probably lacquer.
What is that?
You never. It's like it makes something slippery. It's like wax.
Right, but the trick that he was doing was a hand plant where he grabbed the rail.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Probably.
Was it some sort of adhesive?
Yeah, some grip tape. No, now that you say the hand plant, I remember that, and I was like, "What is it? What does that do?"
Dude, every time
sort of secret.
like this dude is a legend. He's literally been skating like at a high rate for like 30 plus years, and all I can think about every time I hear his name now is him fucking spraying a rail. Like,
that's funny. I forgot.
What is that? What the fuck is he spraying on that?
Help him grab the rail.
Somebody fucking jump in Bucky's DMs and ask him what the fuck he was spraying on that thing. I want to know.
Mike, I'm gonna be a little surprised if you watch this video. I did send you the link.
What, that French video?
The Cons European one. I don't even know how to say the title.
It was lit.
Tart Austin Citron or something. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now how many people's names and how many skaters that I knew in that. 0. But it was definitely enjoyable to watch. You know what it was? It was like at this point, I'm just become like a fan of European skate spots.
Yeah,
because they look so different and they look so cool, and they're not just blown the fuck out for the past 20 years like every LA spot, you know.
Okay.
But like, I always take that away. Like I remember, like just off top, like I know it's not even the same country or whatever, but like just like Yarne, the shit that he was skating was just different. And that's the same thing, like the same feeling that I got in this one was just like the shit they were skating. You don't see that all the time.
Yeah.
Or at all.
It's refreshing.
It's refreshing.
And
especially for me, who's someone who's like, oh, I've never heard of him. I'll just skip over it. Who's I know I'm an asshole. I know I'm guilty of doing this. I watched that whole fucking thing. It was tight. It was cool. Like, I don't know. It was cool. Everyone had that European style. And if you're into that European style, that like real technical Barcelona looking skating, you're going to like that shit. There's no doubt about it. Whether you know who's skating and who's not.
It was,
or who's not. I should say.
Personally, it was my favorite video of the week.
What?
Yeah, I love that video.
All right, that's cool.
I'm hyped on it.
You like Converse, man. That's fine,
dude. I'm familiar with some of those dudes.
Okay.
Matlock. His name's Matlock. That did the line with the You know, I would love to know if every nollie flip he was doing before that set of stairs was landing in a tail scrape, but I don't know. But it was pretty funny that he did that. The nollie flip to razor tail, remember that?
Hell yeah.
And then ollies that one set, probably like a 6 or probably 7. And then like immediately back 180s a 3, and then switch 180s the next 3, and then back 3s the next 3.
That's like one of the gnarliest things.
Incredible. Yeah, that's one of the best things in that.
Suchu shit.
His slam was so gnarly when he went to ollie onto that platform and he kicked out and then flew to flat was insane. The hippie jump wally was like a mind bender.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Especially that first angle where you can't like I was just like, what just happened? And then they showed the second angle and I was like, wow, that was so crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it wasn't for the second angle, I wouldn't have really understood that.
Yeah, the second
like totally
crucial.
Seriously though.
I think that's a really cool trick because I think that's something that you really need a specific spot for.
Oh, clearly.
And if you watch the clip, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's pretty much like there's an angled wall and there's a rail, and he hippie jumps over the rail, and his board goes up and bonks off the wall like a wally, and it all happens so quick. It's like. And the wall launches the board right to his feet to where it's all like the first angle. I was like, what even? It's so confusing, but it looks so great.
We're seeing these very creative hippie jump wally type deals lately.
Dude, I've seen a lot of crazy.
Remember that one, the hippie jump through that fucking circle thing?
The feeble one?
Feeble?
Yeah, that one was sick.
What? That one's nuts. Like super.
Dennis is one of the best hippie jumpers.
Oh hell yeah, we already know about that.
Sage does crazy hippie jumps.
Dude, I don't know, man. Dennis does like stupid ones. Oh yeah, Sage. Yeah, you're
right. Sage does like front 3 hippie jump. It's so crazy.
You're right. Now I'm thinking of that one that he did in downtown, like totally fucking around. You could tell.
Dude, yeah, it does crazy ones. So definitely, that's one of my favorite videos from the week. I'd recommend watching that if you haven't. If you haven't, you've probably seen some clips from it on Instagram because a lot of them are. Just like the hippie jump wally, pretty mind blowing. So you've probably seen them around.
It's fun to watch. It was fun to watch.
Exactly.
Classic Grant line.
I know that's been popping off on the comments recently. I didn't even realize how much I said that.
It's fun to watch.
Dude, they're fun to watch. Out the barracks. So okay, so there's 2 battles, obviously. Eric Costin versus Nick Tucker and Carlos Ribeiro versus Morgan Smith. So this week, Medina and I decided we would choose our picks and then post them on Insta.
What was your record for the weekend?
Oh, this weekend, I went 0-2.
Me too.
Which is funny because both of us, we hadn't been talking about it, but we had both guessed the correct winners for the previous games. What was it? And then this weekend, we just missed both. So we both chose Carlos on the Carlos versus Morgan game.
What did you base it off of?
I just was like, I can't even really picture Carlos missing tricks, so I don't know. I guess Carlos, but that one was harder for me to choose because
Morgan was the champ.
Morgan is so good at flat ground, and everyone knows that. And he kills it in Bout the Barracks. But like thinking about the amount of board control Carlos has. Especially if you watch that video, it's called "Must Be Nice" of Carlos skating the barracks.
Dude, for sure. And that one game with him and P-Rod where they skate like 50 tricks in a row. Yeah.
So it's crazy. I think he looked a little nervous, but not to take anything away from Morgan because everyone knows Morgan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he made so many tricks in a row.
Yeah, Morgan looked so consistent and comfortable on most of those tricks. So yeah, Morgan obviously won that game. And then Sunday was Eric Costin versus Nick Tucker. I chose Costin going into it because Costin.
I thought he was going to do some fuckery.
Yeah, exactly. You never know with Costin. That's part of the thing. You never know if he's going to – you pretty much know he's not going to take it too serious, but you don't know if he's going to pull out the pressure flips or not. He didn't pull them out.
Man, honestly, it looked like he did take it a little seriously this time.
Yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying.
Maybe his legs were just out. Yeah, his legs looked a little tight, man.
He didn't pull out the crazy pressure flips, which he could have.
Or the
because everyone knows he
switchback
has them.
3.
Yeah, he has that one nice.
And switch
And
big
also,
spin.
I think I've seen Nick Tucker. Also, again, not take anything away because I was just psyched on his push part. But I think I've seen him in the past in contests and stuff just look really nervous, and I thought that maybe he would look nervous in this battle. And I think maybe there were a couple tricks where, because he missed a fakie tray, I think it was, and there was a couple
Yeah.
other mishaps that
He almost missed
he
a frontside flip.
yeah, where it's like tricks he definitely has that he either missed or almost missed, so he probably was a little nervous, which I would assume everyone is somewhat. But yeah, so Nick Tucker ended up winning that battle as well. So that was Battle
I
of the
mean,
Barracks, and Mike
dude,
and I are
these-
going to keep doing that. So if you follow the Skate Fillet podcast Instagram,
At Skate Fillet Podcast on Instagram.
we will post our predictions each week. This
Dude, I'll
weekend
tell
we had
ya.
the same predictions, but that was just a coincidence. Go ahead.
I'll tell you right now that when this whole like tagline of like best of the best or whatever, it's completely holding true to me. Like I'm having a very good time watching.
They've been
every single
solid.
match so far. Every single one has been solid.
Yeah, so hopefully, I think
Tom
they'll only
won.
get better.
Tom won. We're still going.
Oh yeah, that's your
Still
pick, huh?
happy. Oh, that's my boy, Tom Aston.
Good stuff.
Hope he wins the whole fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you love Tom. Tom is crazy good. You know what still blows my mind is watching him do a back 3 on flat.
Yep. He
The way
ollies
he
and
does
then
it.
turns.
He like at the peak of the ollie, he starts turning. I'm like, what?
Crazy. It's mind blowing.
Did you get a chance to watch Gage Boyle's Thunder part?
Fire.
So that'd be a yes.
Super fire.
Are you familiar with Gage?
Definitely. He's one of those. Okay, so remember how you said that you're familiar with like seeing Corey Millette on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've definitely seen this Gage Boyle name like a ton.
Okay.
But like I can't be like, oh yeah, I remember his part from.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
I remember when he got on. Like I don't know none of that.
Okay.
But I will say that I've definitely, dude, his part was sick.
Yeah, I agree.
He's one of those dudes that like I'm trying to see. That's one of those. He's one of the dudes that I want to see skate rails.
Dude, he's so good at rails. So good at rails. He can get super tech too. I've known of Gage for a long time because he used to skate this contest series in San Diego, or he might still come. I don't know. They're in the summer, but so I've just always like seen him skating those, and then I've seen like a couple parts and edits here and there over the years, and then this part. So again, I took some notes. We'll read over those real quick and then continue discussing. The backside body varial, the opening trick, was so late. It was crazy.
What is that trick?
This is one of my favorites. He 180'd over it was a bump over hydrant. He front 180'd it to switch 50 on the curb and half cabbed out. Looked so good. Front crook to back 180 nose grind on the ledge. Looked great. Back tail, drop back tail to fakie. Again, I think we talked about this with Al Davis with his back 50, drop back 50. I think ledges that drop off like that always look so good.
Yep.
And then the 50-50 ender was obviously a massive handrail. And if you watch the part, if you watch his other clips on Instagram or search him on YouTube, you'll see that he's very comfortable skating very big rails.
Massive handrail.
Very, very good style. Tons of board control. Yeah, if you haven't watched his Thunder part, I would definitely recommend it. I really like the skating. I like the song. I like the way it's edited. I like the way it all came together. I thought it was sick. They premiered it at Skate Lab because he always skates there. And had like Deshaun and I think Jack Olson and Robbie were out there. Like a little Thunder skate jam.
Little Thunder gang.
Yeah, which is sick. Super sick. So moving along, Visual, a new board company was announced this past week.
We were waiting forever for this.
Yeah, I don't think it was too much of a surprise.
We pretty much called the entire team other than Daniel Espinoza.
Daniel Espinoza?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Didn't you say that Daniel Espinoza was going to be over there too?
No, he's going to be on Footprint.
Oh, that's what
I
it
know
was.
that. I don't.
Footprint.
I don't think I. Maybe I mentioned he could be, but I didn't. I didn't know if he was or
Footprint.
not.
No, I'm sure it was Footprint that I'm
Um,
confusing it with.
I'll pull up Joe Brzezinski's Instagram post, which pretty much was the announcement. So let's see the team. I'll read it off when I get there. But as Mike and I, and probably a good amount of other people, but we discussed it on here. Schmatty ended up leaving Mystery for this.
Of course.
Which I saw he posted about it was kind of sick. He sounded very thankful for Mystery for being the
I
brand
mean, they
that turned
turned
him
him pro.
And yeah, he was
Totally.
only there for a few months. They seemed to really back him. But obviously, he was presented with another opportunity to do something with people that he's close friends with. So not too much of a surprise that he did that. Matt Miller is also on the team.
Legend.
Again, not a big surprise because if you pay attention, Joey, Schmatty, and Matt Miller were going out skating a lot.
Skating those blank boards.
Yeah, so probably working on some sort of promo video or announcement video coming soon. The one person I had that I really didn't know was going to be on is Jeremy Murray.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, his Instagram's East Coast Germs. Again, someone that I've seen on Instagram. I haven't really seen him skate. But yeah, the team is Matt Miller, Joey Brzezinski, Jeremy Murray, and Schmatty. So Joey Brzezinski pretty much made the announcement on Instagram I want to say it was last Wednesday. So yeah, that's pretty much visual is
What do you think
more than
about the
just apparel.
graphics?
The graphics, I'm looking at them right now. I think I'm expecting to see a lot of photo boards,
Totally.
which they already have two of because
Steven.
of Steven, yeah, being a photographer.
Very good photographer.
Yeah, I'm gonna expect a ton more photo boards, which I think could be cool because I really like photo T-shirts. Like a lot of shirts that have like skate photos on them.
All right, next question I have for you.
Go for it.
Do you like this graphic, this series, or this run of board graphics?
Do I like them?
No. Do you like them more or less than Edition
Numbers.
1?
Is that what you're comparing it to? Numbers?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess equivalent.
Equivalent.
I don't know. I kind of like the. No, I know. I'm just trying to think about it because this isn't something I thought about. I guess probably my favorite one out of these 4 visual graphics right here is this white one that just has a photo and says visual right above it because it's super basic.
It seems like that one is very much like their, like wave, like their style.
Yeah, I would expect a lot of basic.
A good representation of their brand.
Yeah, I agree. So I would probably choose that over the first run of numbers boards. So I guess in a sense visual, but there are certain number graphics I prefer over others. I like the Miles
They're
one
all
because
same thing.
No, well the colors are different, and I prefer certain colors.
Right.
I like Miles board because I like the shades of blue, because I like blue, and I like Miles. No, but really, it is about the blue.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm totally giving you shit.
But anyway.
I'm just giving you shit.
But yeah, dude, there's brands popping up here and there that I don't think about it. I mean, obviously, but now that you speak about numbers.
What about it?
Just how so many new board brands and then footprint, or I can't even talk. The footprint shoes thing. Just how many new brands are popping up.
What do you think about those $90 grandpa shoes?
We already talked about that last week, but we could talk about it again. I'm down with Velcro. I mean, I wouldn't buy them, but I'd wear some Velcro shoes. I don't think they look bad at all.
All right, so if Scuba after this episode,
I could see why someone wouldn't like them. You know what I mean? It's not something for everyone.
So hypothetically, so this episode ends, right?
And then they put Velcro on Chuck Taylors. Yeah, I'd wear them.
No, okay, that was all right. Cool. I was just gonna say, so Scuba hits you up and he says, "Hey man, I don't know if you know, but like we own Converse and we're gonna start putting Grandpa."
I'd skate Velcro Chucks.
Oh Grandpa God, Chucks? Damn, Grandpa Chucks.
Why not? Then you don't have to change the shoelaces.
Yuck, dude, yucky.
I mean, they've been doing it.
I feel like that's some They've
been putting it on Janowski's for years.
I bet you Brink is hyped on those Velcro shoes. That's all I'm gonna say.
I would love to know if he is. We should have him on again soon.
Yeah, we'll have Rob on soon so we can talk shit. Dude, you want to hear a funny ass story about Rob Brink?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I sent you that clip of me doing a frontside half cab flip over that grass cap.
Yep.
Okay, so I sent the same exact
Oh, gosh,
Snapchat
what
to
did
Brink.
Rob say?
Dude, guess what he called it, man? You're gonna love this.
I have no guess, but I'm pretty excited.
Oh my god, you're gonna love it. So he's like, first he responds with everyone else is showing me mad love, right? Like, fuck yeah, Vegeta in the streets, blah, 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 good shit, look
That's a
fire,
hard
yeah, blah
trick.
blah. It's a hard trick. It took me 7 tries, so I was pretty happy with it. My fucking legs were fine, my hands were fine, didn't hit my head. I was good to go. Right? Sent it to fucking Rob Brink, thinking, oh, dude, Brink, maybe he'll say something nice. I hope he says something mean.
Okay. For the entertainment.
So I sent it up. Oh, I love, dude. Brink is a better shit talker than I am. He's way better at shit talking than I am. So it's excellent. So I open his fucking Snapchat and it says, "Oh, that's funny because it's a flip trick and I like my flip tricks to actually flip." And then he goes, "Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is that thing called? A fakey frontside flop?" I fucking died, dude.
That's
I was
so
laughing.
funny.
I know.
That's
I was
so
like,
funny.
dude. He was like, watch. He was like, just Metrogram it as fakey frontside flop, and people in the new generation of kids are gonna think it's a new trick and start learning it. Oh, it's fucking
I love
dying,
I love
dude.
when Brink gets onto something like that and just goes off.
Dude, he's
Like on Twitter and
that's one of the funniest shits I've ever heard in my life,
That's
man.
great. That's great. I like the younger generation will think it's a new trick. That's really
A
funny.
fakey frontside flop.
That's really funny.
He says the only one I've known that I've seen do a fakey Muska flip. I was like, dude, your fucking your roast game is on point right now. I can't even hate. Oh,
Yeah,
it was all completely proper too. Like I deserved it all.
All right, so announced this past weekend via Death Wish was Taylor Kirby finally going
Hammer
pro.
time.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think people have been wanting him to go pro for multiple years.
You want to hear something kind of funny?
Yeah, go ahead.
So remember when I told you I was developing a top 5 AMs that haven't gone pro yet?
Oh, so he was what, number 1, 2?
He was number 2.
Yeah.
Bobby was number 1.
Oh, you got to restart.
I got to start over, man.
You better pick a new list and put it out quick before they turn
Just
pro.
move number 3 up to number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Just delete top 2 and switch the numbers. That's funny that happened.
I know, I found that really good.
Oh yeah, and then Thrasher released his Shepdogs part. So
fire.
Okay.
Is this okay? Hang on, before you jump into your like.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Explaining the. Okay, good. That's fine. We can just talk about the part.
Discuss it.
All right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, as far as Shepdogs, was this the first one to be in HD? Was Shepdogs 4 in HD?
Yes.
I don't think Shepdogs 4 was HD.
I think it was VX, but I could be wrong.
Me too. I think all 4 prior to this one were.
I think so.
I'm not mistaken, dude. I didn't do my research on this, which is whatever.
Yeah, it's just off the top of your head, but I think you could be right.
I think I am because I remember like immediately being like, "Damn, this Shepdogs logo is crispy as fuck."
Yeah,
I was like, "This shit looks tight," but no, dude. I think that 2 things that I took away immediately were now Jamie Foy can go pro for sure. That's right. I also think that another thing that I took away was obviously I don't know if I think I've talked about it on here. One of my shop's Fargo Skateboarding's riders, Joe Milazzo, is on Death Wish, and I've been rumors there's surrounding that they're like filming a Welcome to Death Wish part with him, so he might be getting moved up. And there's like that Black Dave or whatever. What do they call him?
Not Black Dave. He's on Zoo York.
What's the guy that's on Death Wish? Black dude, super tall black guy.
Oh, Shredmaster Keith.
Shredmaster Keith.
That's his Instagram. I always just say that because
sorry,
a sick username.
Again, I was gonna say that username is the shit, but no, I think that it's gonna be like him and Joe get like introduced as actual AMs on the team.
Sick. That's rad.
Yeah, dude, that's super rad.
Yeah, so you're hyped for multiple reasons.
Yeah, well, dude, like more reasons on top of the video that aren't even the video.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty
Like,
cool.
can we talk about a few things that like I don't even take notes really about. I just remember a few things.
Yeah, that's what I have on
Like
this
I
one.
remember there's this random thing. I don't. Maybe I know a lot of people are gonna like it. I'm not gonna say that I'm the only one who noticed it. 180 over the rail and then switchback one off the little drop.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude. Are you
Uh-huh.
serious? That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
And then he also does his back three nose grabs.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
that
Heath.
was
I always
so
call that
stylish.
trick. I always call that trick the Heath chart.
Well, that you have a good reason to say that. Evan
Like
Smith is
that's
really
it's
good
in
at
my
that.
head. Evan does a very good one. And even when he does it, I still call it the Heath chart. He does it
Uh,
over that fence gap.
who?
Little um Kirby
It was the bump over grass,
over a
the hill bomb.
fence. No, he does it another one. There's two.
Oh, there's two? Okay, I didn't remember
Yeah, and
that
he
other
does
one
one
right now.
over like over a fucking fence, like on a drop, dude. It looks great. They film it like straight on angle, so you can just see whipping
Oh,
it
that's
around.
good. I need to watch it again.
Yeah, it's super dope.
I really like the bump over fence, and he does blunt slide, and he does front three.
In the beginning,
Yeah, they show the bail in the beginning. Yeah, and then
it's one of the weirdest fucking angles to take for a back blunt slide I've ever seen in my life.
it was almost head on, huh?
It was almost head on, and just like he almost like power slid it down.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
so
it was
tight,
interesting. Yeah, it was really sick. The
so
front three
fucking
looked
tight.
great. Um,
Yeah, that trick's
switch
so hard.
varial.
You're good at that shit, right?
Front three, yeah, I could do 'em.
That shit hard as fuck,
They're
man.
hard to do on flat, but when I practice, I'm like, no, on
On
flat.
hips, I can do them on hips.
Yeah,
Walk out.
well, hip's a good place to start. That's where I started with it. On flat, you just gotta whip that thing around. You need to turn those shoulders. And, wow. But oh yeah, the switch varial flip down the set was super sick. Again, I'm
Fucked up.
feeling
He
varials.
did he caught it CJ style all sideways.
Oh yeah, dude,
Gnarly.
Cyril Jackson's varial flips are one of my favorites. The over rotate
Gnarly.
and turn it back. It's
That's
almost
crazy.
like he's on his way to big flip and then he just straightens it out. You know,
That's probably how he looks at it.
it could be.
What do you think about the front 50? Oh, like around the fucking corner of a building and then down.
Nuts. The late shove, the bump over the fence was one of my favorite.
That's
tricks.
weird. That's a weirdo trick. I don't know how I feel about late shoves. That shit ain't for me.
No, I love I do the backside ones a lot, like what he did.
I'll tell you right now,
Guys, recently I started doing them a lot.
the last like minute of the part, there is like all ender-worthy shit.
Dude, he gets super
All
buff.
of it. There's one where he like does like an ollie over the rail, over a rail, and then he ollies like a fucking 80 stair, and then like another 70 stair,
nuts.
and then like a 60 stair,
what?
dude. And like
Dude.
the hype factor was so high, like you could see his.
I know after the first ollie, everyone's about to scream, and then they see him just keep going. I'm like,
he makes
what
it
is
all the
going
way.
on?
Yeah,
That was insane.
Dude, if they would have made that the ender, I would have been. I think it would have. I don't say would have been better. That's stupid.
You should have just tried to send a kickflip off the last one.
I don't know. I think that the ollie progression was super sick.
Dude, that clip was rad. It was. I was not expecting him to keep going.
Well, wait, hold on. So wait, what was the ender then?
It's a rail
Blunt
trick.
slide. No, it's a blunt slide down a really fucked up hubba. I'm pretty sure. A blunt to forward.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll pull it up as we continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I totally didn't take notes on that one.
That's
I just remembered a few things.
But,
dude, that 180 switchback 180 was so fucked
switchback
up.
180 is a really awkward trick. You don't see it down so often.
Especially the quick feet.
Yeah, exactly. Very good point.
I don't know. I think that for it not being like a huge headliner name guy or like week, of like dudes, it's been a solid week of actual video projects.
Yeah, a lot of video parts. You're right.
Mm-hmm. A lot of video parts, and they've all been enjoyable. Even your little fucking French shit was tight.
Dude, I love that video.
Yeah,
I believe this is the ender. This blunt slide down this nuts hubba.
Yeah, he goes to forward, right?
Yeah, he scoops out of it to forward.
Yeah, that's nuts. Blunt slides down hubbas are fucking crazy.
Good memory, Mike.
Thanks, man.
I love the description on this video.
What does it say?
The most electrifying skater from one of the rockinest crews rolling. You'll know why Deathwish turned Kirby pro before you get to the first guitar solo. Crank this joint to 11 and watch Kirby send it.
Oh yeah, dude, the song was cool. I liked it. I
So
like what,
sick.
yeah. That's the
Uh,
description. That description is tight.
it's pretty good.
What do you make? What do you make the descriptions of Skate Fillet say?
Oh, I didn't put it in today. We just put the links to all the videos, really.
Oh, you should list our social media accounts too.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
The last two things. That's it for the list. But now I was just thinking that what you texted me about
What I
was
text you?
Mano a mano was
Oh,
SIBO versus
our
Zion.
dudes. Yeah, I was
Two,
gonna
yeah,
say
two.
two of our
We
dudes.
love them both. Medina's always psyched on Zion, which
On
I
both
do.
of them.
That's Medina's dude. I love SIBO. Yeah, again, it's just like those two skateboarders that we love, especially on Talk About Skate
You know
Fillet.
what I thought about it was what my favorite thing about the whole thing was like you can easily say you can look at both of them and say that guy's good at transition. I know he is. I know he's good at transition, and they're entirely two
They
different
skate
worlds
transition completely opposite.
in completely different worlds of transition, dude.
And skateboarding, really. They skate very different.
They both can send it.
Oh, of course.
What did he say? He was like Tim O'Connor said some funny ass shit. He was like, he's like it's the natural athlete versus the hippie.
Yeah. No, versus well, they said hippie later, but when they said the athlete, it was like the most athletic dude versus the most art student looking dude or something.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Dude, those
really,
two, like Cannon and Tim O'Connor, are killing. Dude.
yeah,
They're
I really
so
like that.
good together.
I like that a lot. I thought it was insane how SIBO did that back pivot, shove it to fakie.
What is that?
What?
What is that trick? I had to watch it like 3 times because I thought the same thing that Zion did.
No, I've seen SIBO do it, so it didn't like trip me out that much. But then Zion just comes blazing like back 5-0 grind, shove it out to regular, like kind of like
he caught it in the transition too.
He did it so good.
Did it twice.
That was funny, yeah. And then he ended up doing it on offense later. I think it's a great example of how different styles are in skateboarding, especially watching Zion like blast like a
off
body jar or whatever, and then I don't think did whichever ones that Zion did like way over coping. Like you can tell that's a trick he does all the time. And then you watch SIBO do that. He like obviously doesn't do it, but he pulls it off. It's crazy how it's like in reality it's the same trick, but like that's a great example of how one trick can look completely different.
But
obviously SIBO's not going to do it the way Zion's doing it because he doesn't do that trick. You know what I mean?
But like while we're on the theme of like them being entirely different, look at how SIBO won.
What was the final trick?
Nollie frontside flip in tranny.
Oh yeah, that was insane.
Or nollie backside flip. I'm sorry.
No, frontside flip.
No, frontside flip. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was
who
crazy.
does that?
That looks so hard to flick like that on tranny.
To find where the pop spot is, it's like fucking impossible.
He did that super good.
Perfect. Does it
SIBO's blunt flip was so proper too.
Yes, you could tell Zion had that one too. I was kind of bummed he didn't make it.
Yeah,
you could tell he definitely has that trick.
I think it's interesting with the way that they alternate.
What would you rather watch? Would you rather watch the tech tranny shit, or would you rather watch just blasting off?
I really like both, so I can't really.
I'm watching Zion all day.
Sending it.
It's just.
But what I was saying is I think it's interesting. So you know how they alternate whoever's setting the trick no matter what. Like let's say I'm going first and the trick. I think it's cool, but I also think it's interesting because it's like I don't know. I think it's something different, so that's good. But I feel like it kind of prevents someone from getting in a rhythm because it's like if Zion starts killing it, but he's already at T, then like it's so hard to come back in that because the other person could just keep doing tricks. You know what I mean?
Did you watch any of the other episodes so far?
Yeah, I've watched most of them.
Did you watch Baczynski
I watched
and
CJ Collins get bodied. He got smoked.
Yeah. All I can say is that Dave Baczynski did not take it easy on him at all, and I'm so glad he didn't.
Dave is Dave versus SIBO would be cool.
That'd be fucked up.
Tech tranny.
I honestly think Dave Baczynski is on a whole nother planet than most of these dudes when it comes to like the tech stuff.
Dave flips into everything and
Fuck that.
reverts
He
out
does
and then
frontside
gets
flip
his
nose
truck
pick
on.
revert.
Yeah,
Like that's so hard, dude. Are you kidding me?
it's pretty insane.
Like
It is.
everything about that is scary.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, jeez Louise, man. I don't know.
Eric Bragg's 9 Club.
Fire. You
Dude.
loved it, huh?
Yeah, let's see. I think I have like 10 minutes left ish. Or
You're not
longer.
done with it?
15 minutes. Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to finish it.
I think the
But so
last
far, I think
of it's all talking about ETN, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, they were on ETN where I left off.
Yeah.
It's
Makes a lot of good points.
probably top three. One of my favorite top 3 9 clubs. Just because I think it's
What is your top 3 though so far?
crazy here. Retta's maybe. MJ. And
MJ.
this, I guess. I don't know. Might be missing a few. But
Frank.
yeah, I don't know. Ooh, that's a great one.
Frank was hilarious.
Very entertaining. Yeah, I really liked it because it's crazy to hear all of his ideas from over the years. It just sounds so.
How much?
What?
How much shit he's done, Mike?
Yeah, exactly. He said just listening to all of it at once. It's like this dude's had so many good ideas. It's insane.
For years and years and years.
It's so crazy. It's like he always has some new crazy idea, and we've seen so many of them play out.
I loved when he was like, I don't know if you got there. Actually, it might be a little bit further down when you were talking about though. But he was talking about how like little kids DM him talking about how he killed skateboarding and how skateboarding's not fun anymore. And he's like, turn off your phone, go outside. It's still pretty fun, I promise. It was like he's absolutely right. Like, just get off of fucking Instagram and you'll be all right.
Well,
don't have fun again.
Yeah, that's stupid. Saying that. I don't know. When people complain about that, it's like
when people complain about ETN, I don't get it.
Like don't let someone ruin it for you. Then, if you really think what they're doing is that bad, which it's not, in my opinion.
And stop basing the entire program, network, whatever the fuck it's like they're referring to it as, off of just because Tampa has always been free. I fucking hate ETN because Tampa's always been free. Okay, we're past that. We're months past that now. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hate it now. Why?
I think it's just people that don't have any understanding of the amount of work, time, and money, which he explained, which is great, because I hope the people that talk all the trash just listen to it and maybe can wrap it. Because, I mean, I don't know either. I haven't paid for it, but it's like you have to be smart enough to understand that things cost money and they're not just going to lose money.
It's also $8 a month. You know what else is $8 a month?
Huh, Apple Music's like 10.
Netflix. Right? Netflix is $8 a month, and it's in. I forgot. I just read something that said it was in like 87% of the TVs in America right now.
Dang, that's a lot.
So it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you switched sides.
Don't pay
you were a little anti.
Well, no, yeah, and it's like it took me actually to get behind fucking my phone and do more research and realize that you don't have to pay $100 right out the gate. You could just pay $7.99 every month.
I thought it was interesting how he talked about. I thought it was cool that he kind of admitted that maybe they could have gone about the situation better in the beginning.
About with like promos and things.
Well, just that how Chris said how the $80 seems like the first thing that pops up, and so it freaks people out. When it's probably better to have that show up after.
Really though, it didn't really.
Yeah,
like,
I don't remember
pop
that.
Up.
I don't know. People just freak out when they see big numbers.
The thing that threw me off more was putting in my like credit card information.
I mean, it's connected to the App Store, so yeah.
Right. It gets sketchy when it's not a 99-cent app. It's a fucking $80.
But they were super straightforward with the whole canceling process.
Hey, didn't I do it live on air? Didn't I sign up for it live on air?
Yeah, you did.
It was pretty fucking easy. It was pretty.
I think that he makes a great point that people don't read stuff, and I completely hear his frustration, because it's. If they had the patience to read the one paragraph, that they would understand that, first of all, you don't have to pay $80 out the gate. You can do the $7 or $8, whatever it is, per month.
Very manageable.
And that you get the You get the trial. Like, it's just people that are complaining. It's like you don't really have an understanding, a full understanding of it.
And the ones that said skateboarding's free. No, it's fucking
Yeah, it's
not.
like
Like
you'll
what?
soon realize that really nothing is free. I
Like,
guess.
sorry that your mom is buying you all your stuff, but it's sure as shit
Yeah,
not
it's like
free.
magazines aren't free. If you're gonna say that the websites are free, well, you're still paying for the internet
Yeah.
and whatever you're using to. It's like nothing's you know what I mean?
And then I thought it was really fucking funny how Krob was like, "Yeah, but you can just go to the convenience store, read it in your
I
house."
know.
He's like, "Free trial."
Yeah, I know that his response that was so good and so quick.
It
That was
was so
excellent.
perfect. Yeah, that shit was awesome.
That's funny.
I don't know. That was definitely one of probably my number 3 spot favorite episodes so far.
Yeah, dude, Bragg had a super good one. I'm excited to listen to the last 15
No, I don't
minutes.
think anyone's gonna take fucking what's his face down Wave.
Oh yeah, you're still psyched on Wade's, huh?
The
He
Wade
had a good one. He
episode
had
was
great
my
stories.
favorite.
Great
That
stories.
shit is hilarious. Fucking people coming at an 11-year-old because he won a karate tournament.
Yeah.
That cracks me up, dude. I love that. That's one of my favorite stories I've ever heard.
I believe that that's it for the topic list.
It's fire.
So, Medina, any last words?
No, we should make Skate Fillet t-shirts though.
No, you guys heard it here first. Just where else would you hear it? Skate Fillet shirts on Skate Fillet. Yeah, but maybe coming soon. We'll be back next week with episode 99, and then hopefully have some cool guests lined up for 100.
Holy
I
shit!
don't know.
Today's 98.
Yeah, today's 98.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, we're getting there.
Whoa, I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
The world's gonna end at 100.
Is it?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, today's
Hold on.
98.
What? Hold on, I gotta know, dude.
What the date for 100?
The date for 100.
24th.
The 25th.
Oh yeah. What is today? The 11th? Yeah, the 25th. I couldn't remember if it's the 10th or 11th.
You were so wrong.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay.
All right. Well, we'll be back next week.
Let's get it.
Later, skaters. I haven't said that in a while.